I recently made a video about the legendary actress Vivian Lee, best remembered for her part as Scarlett O'Hara in the film Gone with the Wind. In today's video I'm going to be visiting some locations in London which are associated with her, including the place where she died in 1967. Vivian Lee's first acting job was as an uncredited walk-on in the 1935 film Things Are Looking Up. In the same year she made her West End debut. Her star quality led to a headline-making £50,000 film contract in the UK. This was Vivian Lee's favourite restaurant, and it's just across the street from the Ambassador Theatre. This is where she made her West End debut in The Mask of Virtue, and she was 21 years of age at the time. It's reservations only to get into the Ivy, and you need to be dressed up to go there. In addition to Lee's acting career, she's also remembered for her marriage to Laurence Olivier. They got married in 1940, but the marriage ended in divorce in 1960. They first met here in the Savoy Hotel in 1936. Olivier had stopped by to congratulate her on her performance in The Mask of Virtue. They took an immediate liking to each other, despite both being married at the time. Olivier was married to actress Jill Esmond, and Vivian Lee was married with a child to a barrister called Herbert Lee Holman. Holman disliked the theatre, and his disapproval of his wife's career may have ultimately led to her love affair with Laurence Olivier. This is the Old Vic Theatre in South London. Vivian Lee performed here in the Christmas 1937 production of A Midsummer Night's Dream, and she was often seen here when her husband Laurence Olivier was on stage. I read somewhere that she actually met Laurence Olivier here, but I don't think that's correct. I believe she met him in the Savoy Hotel. I think Kevin Spacey used to be like the artistic director here at one time. Up until 1938, Vivian Lee publicly expressed disinterest in going to Hollywood. But once she learned of the part of Scarlett O'Hara in the film version of Gone with the Wind, she was determined to be cast in the role. Despite being relatively unknown in the US, she won the role, and it launched her to international stardom. Her career from the 1940s onward were plagued by periods of inactivity. She was diagnosed with chronic tuberculosis in the mid-40s, and she also suffered a number of mental breakdowns because of her bipolar disorder. It's a little bit obscured by the trees, but this is the Aldwych Theatre, just off from the Strand. In 1949, Vivian Lee's career picked up again. She performed here as Blanche the Boy in Streetcar Named Desire, and she received a lot of praise for her performance. The play was directed by Laurence Olivier, and it ran for nearly a year. In 1951, she starred alongside Marlon Brando in the film version of A Streetcar Named Desire, and she won her second Oscar for this role. Now I'm in Eaton Square, the most expensive area in London apparently. Both Sean Connery and Roger Moore lived here at one time, and they were both good friends. Okay, here's number 54. At the time of her death, Vivian Lee had been living here at Flat D at number 54. There's a blue plaque here on the wall for her. Vivian Lee, 1913 till 1967, actress, lived here. She also died here actually. In May 1967, she was rehearsing for a play when she fell ill, and this was due to her tuberculosis. After a few weeks, she seemed to be getting better. But on the night of July 7th, 1967, her partner, the actor Jack Merivale, found her body on the bathroom floor here. It's believed that she was attempting to walk to the bathroom as her lungs were filling with liquid and she collapsed and died. Jack Merivale actually called Laurence Olivier and he rushed to the flat and he stayed here with the body until it was removed. It wasn't until July 8th that her death was publicly announced, and the lights of every theatre in central London were switched off for an hour. Now there's a basement flat, so I'm not sure what floor flat D would be on, but I'm guessing it would be the second floor if you're in the UK and the third floor if you're in the US. Got these private gardens just across the street, and I understand there's a memorial bench for her here, but I don't think you're able to see it from the road. Okay, I've got one more location to go. Now, Vivian Lee was cremated and her ashes were scattered in the lake by her summer house in the village of Blackboys. I've made a video recently where I visit that house, so please check that out. This is St Martin's in the Fields in Trafalgar Square, and this is where Vivian Lee's public memorial service was held in August 1967.
Another night and I'm just walking, city lights and people talking. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. I wonder if you got that feeling, staring at your bedroom ceiling. To think about me the way I think about you. Could you tell me, should I let you go? Yeah, I got